Welcome to PrimeScoreX. In this video, we are focusing on ATI TEAS 7 Reading, Drawing Supported Conclusions. The goal is to make how to choose conclusions that follow from the text feel clear, practical, and test-ready. TEAS reading is not about reading perfectly. It is about reading with a job, finding support in the text, and choosing the answer that matches the passage rather than the answer that only sounds familiar. This skill matters because many reading questions look simple until the answer choices appear. The wrong answer may sound polished, may use words from the passage, or may match what you expected to see. The correct answer is the one the text supports. That is why every reading strategy begins with the same discipline. Slow down enough to understand the task, then return to the evidence. For this topic, keep 4 core ideas in mind: support, inference, boundary, and conclusion. These ideas help you decide what the question is really asking. When you can name the skill being tested, you stop reacting to answer choices and start controlling the question. The first move is to name the task before you commit to an answer. Are you finding a detail, identifying a main idea, reading tone, checking structure, or making an inference? Each task requires a slightly different kind of attention. When the task is clear, your reading becomes more selective, and your answer choice becomes easier to verify. Use a clean workflow. First, collect evidence. Do not skip the instruction line because it tells you what kind of evidence to look for. Second, state what must follow. This gives the passage a simple structure in your mind, so you are not holding every sentence with equal weight. Third, avoid outside facts. The best answer should connect to something real in the passage, not just to your memory of the passage. Fourth, choose supported conclusion. Before you move on, check that the answer fits the wording of the question, the scope of the passage, and the exact evidence you found. A common mistake is going beyond the passage. This usually happens when the student moves too quickly and lets the answer choices guide the thinking. Another mistake is choosing a tempting extreme. That can pull you away from the actual passage and into assumptions, memory, or outside knowledge. Another trap is using outside knowledge. TEAS reading questions are often precise, and small wording changes matter. An answer can be true but still not answer the question. It can be related but too broad. It can be familiar but unsupported. Your job is to match the question, not just the topic. Here's the idea in action. The best conclusion is not the most dramatic answer. It is the one the text actually supports. In a question like this, do not jump straight to the answer choices. First, decide what kind of response the question needs. Then go back to the relevant part of the passage and look for the line, phrase, pattern, or relationship that supports the correct answer. Once you find the relevant evidence, test each answer choice against it. The correct answer should survive a direct comparison with the passage. Wrong answers usually fail because they add too much, leave out something important, reverse the meaning, or use attractive words without matching the actual evidence. Pacing matters, but pacing does not mean rushing blindly. It means knowing when to skim for structure, when to slow down for proof, and when to stop overworking an answer. A strong reading pace comes from knowing what the question needs and refusing to reread the entire passage every time. If 2 choices are close and you are losing time, make the best supported choice. Flag the question only if a second look has a clear purpose, and keep moving. One reading question should not damage the next 5. Protect the full section by making controlled decisions. During practice, review missed questions by asking what actually went wrong. Did you miss the question type? Did you choose from memory instead of evidence? Did you fall for a trap answer? Did you misunderstand the passage structure? Name the error clearly, because a named error is easier to fix. Do not stop at reading the explanation. Write one short fix in your own words. For example, return to the line before choosing, check scope before selecting, separate fact from opinion, or identify the author purpose before judging tone. The fix should be small enough to use on the next practice set. Here is the memory cue for this lesson: support, inference, boundary, and conclusion. Keep those ideas active as you work through TEAS reading questions. They will help you stay focused, avoid overthinking, and choose answers that are actually supported by the passage. The final takeaway is simple: read with a job and answer with proof. TEAS reading becomes much more manageable when every question has a purpose, every answer has evidence, and every missed question becomes a clear improvement target. Study smarter, score your best,